Daniel Dubois versus Anthony Joshua, who are now fighting for the IBF title given by Alexander Usyk, who has relinquished his undisputed status. And quickly with this fight, who will win? I have Anthony Joshua. And it's because one simple thing. We saw against Filip Hrgovic what Dubois was able to do. Toughness is off the charts. We love it. The heart's there. The power is there. Shaking off the mentality of I'm a quitter, but he's still going to get knocked out. It's for all the strength and newfound grit and determination that he has at his disposal. We saw Filip Hrgovic continually laying that right hand on Dubois every single round. Now, Dubois was able to eat them, power through them, without any form of negligence, or rather, without any form of worry, which is great. Hrgovic is not AJ. AJ, if he lands that many consecutive right hands on you, you are going to sleep. Because Dubois' defense is great. His power is good. It is very good. But I'll tell you something right now, what we see with Anthony Joshua, I think we're beyond the stigma of I'm worried about power anymore. The new and improved, revamped, and ready, mean Anthony Joshua no longer cares about getting hit. He's still defensively sound, don't get me wrong, but the stigma of I'm worried about what's going to come at me, rather than I need to worry about what I can do to them. We're seeing it where Anthony Joshua now is a stone cold killer. Saul knocked out Francis Ngannou, who gave Tyson Fury the fight of his life. Second hardest fight outside of Usyk versus Fury, which Fury lost. We saw him knock him out within a round. We saw him go and knock out Otto Walling. Saw him go and knock out Robert Lanius. Those consecutive fights, we saw more and more confidence build up. We saw more and more confidence getting instilled in Anthony Joshua. A call to being more deliberate, being not reckless, but being confident in everything that he threw. That is what we saw built up. The mentality of I'm better than you, and you know it. No longer messing around. No longer going to be the same timid AJ. That's what this AJ is. And this Anthony Joshua is a cold-blooded killer. Going back to what we used to see way back when he was still smiling, he was still happy, but he was running the heavyweight division. 17, 18-0 with a perfect KO percentage. Incredible power. IQ and footwork. Great balanced boxer all around. And could crack and knew he could crack. And fought like he could crack somebody. That's what AJ was. That's what he's turned back into. But instead of smiling now, he's a grimacing, mean, just deliberate killer. That is a great AJ. And that AJ is going to walk through Daniel Dubois. I guarantee you. You're going to keep pawing him with the jab, land that 1-2 all night long. When Dubois gets on the inside, we're going to see that uppercut that we've seen him throw countless times. We're going to see the length and strength that AJ has. He knows how to use. Because regardless of what you can say about when he was falling off in his career after the Andy Ruiz fight, the benefit of that, though, however, what's the fact that we now know that he can fight in both styles. He can be just a straight-up outboxer if he wants to. He can be a brawler if he wants to. He can be an inside fighter if he wants to. Or rather, if he needs to. Let's rephrase it. If he needs to. He can be somebody that can fight in a plethora of styles and have success in every single one of them. Because of that, we can see him again with this outright confidence. Use his length, use his reach. Jab him, get Dubois to overcommit, make a mistake, counter him with the right hand down the middle. Or catch him with a hook around his guard when he steps forward. In terms of Joshua, when Joshua starts putting on the momentum, we can see him throw out that jab again like he loves to do, and then land a left hook or right hook, around the guard of Dubois, potentially ending the show outright, or even going with combinations and landing an uppercut, or even doing what he did against Francis Ngannou, and just straight up load up with the right hand, go for broke and just end it in one show. That's what we could see him do, because if we saw Filip Hrgovic and Joe Joyce be able to dominate with just their straight punches, you best believe that when it comes to AJ, he's going to try to get him out there within 5 rounds. I dare say 3, due to the power and just outright better technical ability and the more imposing nature that he has at his disposal. Because of Dubois' lack of defense and lack of real footwork to be able to get out the way, relying more so when he's continually getting caught on just heart and ability to tank a punch. Like we saw at Filip Hrgovic, worked his way on the inside with tenacity and grit. Wasn't necessarily getting out the way of punches. Kept mistiming his slips. Wasn't great at all. It was just the fact that when he landed, they just bounced off. It's not happening with AJ. No, it ain't. Chin's always a factor with AJ. That he could get caught again. We could see everything that we've seen work back up for AJ. We could see all that unravel in a matter of a second. Just a moment. Could be gone. Absolutely. I don't think it's going to happen. I think we're going to see AJ knock out Daniel Dubois.